Hey guys, what's up? It's Brian Hardy, and welcome to another episode of Brian's Wrestling Collection. And today here on the show, we're unboxing some WWE Superstars figures. Let's go! Alright, up first, we've got Zeus. You may know him as Debo from Friday, Tiny Lester. Zeus, the human wrecking machine, no holds barred. Alright, so I picked these figures up quite a while back, and I decided that I was going to unbox these things. So this includes the entrance gear. I've got a ton of Superstars figures that I have unboxed, and I'm starting to slowly put them in a shelf together, detolf, all that kind of stuff. So got to get my hands on another detolf. That was great packaging, and it kind of hurts my heart a little bit because, as you could see from the packaging, this was unpunched. So like a lot of these Superstars figures were. But these are so cool. So yeah, Zeus, they did a great job with him. Gotta figure out what he's got going on back here. The Hulk Hogan film, No Holds Barred. Everybody knows about Zeus being a part of that. Everybody knows about Zeus being a part of the, wow, where did that piece just go? I don't know where, oh, that was a hand. I was like, what was that? So, his hands, and I don't know if there was anything extra besides the gear that was on him now. So, there was just his hands in the back of that package. So, anyway, this is the Zeus character took on a life of its own after No Holds Barred, so that was amazing. We got to see a couple of things as far as like SummerSlam was concerned and Survivor Series and stuff, because Zeus was marketable at the time for the film. So short-lived, but nonetheless cool. Up next, we've got the Ultimate Warrior. Speak to me, warriors. Always believe. All right, this is cool. The orange and the blue really, captured this figure for me, and I was like, you know what, I gotta snag this up. Includes the Intercontinental Championship. Now, I have been purchasing quite a bit of Ultimate Warrior figures lately, just because it was such a colorful part of my childhood, and I was like, I gotta have this. But I think these are more hands, which they are. I don't get the hand thing, but some do. I really don't, but it's all good. I'm just gonna keep the hands on him that he came with in the package, but pretty cool. He's got the Intercontinental title with him. So that is just a cool figure, the red, white, and blue on the bottom with the yellow boots. Just a very, very, very cool figure. So that's Warrior and Zeus. Up next, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. All right, the Dragon, Ricky Steamboat, breathing fire, scorch your back. This is a cool series. Series 13 includes soft goods gear, which I'm guessing was just his jacket. Oh, you know what? I already know this is coming, and this is pretty cool. So you got your hands in that package, which, I mean, obviously they're there. Let me set those over there. But then over here, this is really cool. Boom. Was not expecting that. So that's pretty amazing. Inside of that deal there. And then the Steamboat figure itself looked very cool. So I was like, you know what? I gotta buy this thing. Once again, these were all, I've had these for months, like sitting in my bedroom. I just haven't had a chance to open them, and I was like, today's finally the day. They did a great job with that. Not even gonna try to take the soft goods off, but look at the dragons on the side of the boots. This is fantastic. Dog, Callie, chill out. You are pacing, girl. Good Lord. Come here. Hi. Little cameo appearance with my dog. Hold on. There's that Ricky Steamboat figure. Look, this is Callie. Say hi. Say hi. Say hello, people. Watch Brian's Wrestling Collection. Here, you want to go up there with... There you go. Go up with Phoebe. All right. Up next. Sorry, I'm trying to clean up my trash as I go. Up next, we have George the Animal Steel. This was Series 15. Let's check it out. All right, eating turnbuckles for lunch. The Animal, mine, includes soft goods gear. So another one of those figures that, you know, you don't see too often, so when you catch them putting out something like this, you got to snag it up real fast and just think how cool it is. All right, so they did fantastic with this. You know me, I'm an old school wrestling fan, so it was a cool period to just get a George the Animal Steel figure. But for those Attitude Era fans, they'd be like, man, put him next to the, you know, Golga figure, or, you know, the Oddities, anything like that, and you're set. A Luna Vachon figure, whatever the case may be. If you want to even pull out your Kurgan BCA figure, or whatever the case may be, he would be a good fit in with all of those for anybody, like I said, who was a fan of the Attitude Era. Tons of hands. For those of you that don't know that watch this show, we own a wrestling store. Myself and my wife own a place called the Rock and Wrestling Collection in Laurel, Delaware. So if you ever want to stop by and purchase some action figures or whatever, that's cool. None of these, what you see right now, are in the store because these are my personal collection. Not saying that we don't get stuff in, because we do. But yeah, these were all things that I was trying to find for myself. So up next, we've got the Great Muta. I knew they made a Chase Muta, which was cool. The Great Muta Poison Mist, Natural Born Master. This was Series 14. Anyway, includes Mist accessories. Great Muta. I know that they had the one in the red and they had the one in the black. So this was very cool. And also, for those of you that don't know, I have been a professional wrestler for 18 years, and it feels only fitting right now to talk about this since we're opening a Muta figure, but this year, after 18 years of being in the pro wrestling business, this summer, I will be making my first trip to Japan, and I'm very excited to wrestle in Japan, and I'm very excited to do some autograph signings and to meet and greet some really amazing folks out there, so this summer is definitely bucket list for me, and it's been bucket list for quite a long time. So, starting out, you have the Muta face right there, which he's got the white painted face, and then he's got the red painted face. That's really cool. That's what that came with in there. So that's awesome. And then you have Green Mist, and you have Red Mist, which Mattel did a pretty dang good job with. And did you just eat that fly? There's like a fly flying around my house, because I live in the country, and this is the season where all the flies start coming in, but my dog likes to like hop up and bite flies in midair, so that's hilarious. All right, but yeah, so very stoked to go to Japan and wrestle for the first time this upcoming summer. We fly out of the United States on July 30th, and we fly back August the 8th, so myself, the Sawyer brothers, and Owen Maverick will be going to the land of the rising sun for the first time, but this is pretty dang cool. So it's a great, literally a great Muta figure. No, well, maybe pun intended, I don't know. I did also get the Muta Ultimate, which you will see on a later episode, but this is really cool. So Zeus, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, George Animal Steel, Ultimate Warrior, Great Muta. And to end this episode, we have the final one, which is near and dear to my heart and the coolest. And Cara Mia, Nikolai, please rise and respect the singing of the national anthem. Nikolai Volkov, who was a very good friend of my family, includes soft goods gear. But this was unpunched too. Series 15. Kind of feel bad even opening this one, but I do want to open it up because I've been wanting to check it out. So I gotta get my hands on a Iron Sheik Superstars figure right now because I have the Nikolai one now, so now I need the Sheik one. And I've seen it in stores a couple times. Recently we were wrestling in West Virginia, and I came by a Walmart that had them in there, which is crazy because none of the Walmarts in Delaware have anything wrestling figure related right now. I don't know if you guys are having the same distribution problems wherever you're watching this from, but legitimately it is a pain in the butt because we are always having trouble finding new stuff, and not even just Walmart. We're having trouble finding new stuff at Target, wherever else we go. So a lot of the stuff that I get from local toy shops or I get from the internet. So But like I said, these were all found months ago in a Walmart, and this one was one that I was very excited to find because when they released the Mattel Legends figure of Nikolai, I did not get my hands on it, so I still am going to be buying that offline sometime soon, but this was very cool. So obviously he's got his hat. His hat does come off, so they did a great job with him. Also, while I'm holding some stuff real fast, there was a kendo stick that came with the Great Muta, which was very cool as well. But yeah, they did a great job with Nikolai, and miss him so much. So, all right, guys, this has been another episode of Brian's Wrestling Collection. Thanks for tuning in today as we unbox some WWE Superstars figures, many WWE Superstars figures, 6 of them to be exact. But we are going to be back on this channel in just a couple of days with some more stuff. We've got a ton of different AEW stuff to open. We've got some WWE figures, you know, elites and some ultimates and stuff like that to open, and trying to do as much as we can, as often as we can, but it's just life has been very crazy. So you guys know the deal. Thanks for tuning in, and until next time, keep on slamming. Collection.